Cześć. E, Zaczynamy komentarze do 31 sezonu Iglo. I dzisiaj skromnie tylko Grupa A, runda druga. Będę też omawiać rundę drugą z grup B i C, ale tam jeszcze nie wszystkie gry zostały rozegrane, więc to za tydzień. No i później jeszcze czwarta. W tym sezonie 2 rundy omawiamy. No i dobrze, zaczniemy po polsku, później dwie następne partie będą omówione po angielsku. W tej partii Olesia grała czarnymi, Czarek grał białymi i bardzo ciekawie wyszła ta partia. Się dość szybko zakończyła z przewagą jednego z graczy. I może trudno zrozumieć, gdzie ona się tak rozstrzygnęła. Jak na razie Joseki, tutaj kolejne Joseki. To uderzenie białych od góry jest dobrym ruchem, jeżeli białe już mają kamień na bandzie. Jeżeli nie mają kamienia na bandzie, to rzadko się widuje takie Joseki, chociaż też jest to Joseki. Natomiast jak jest kamień na bandzie, to tak, jak najbardziej można. Dlaczego tak jest? No, przede wszystkim to w tym Joseki białe dostają siłę i próbują tutaj sobie stworzyć jakieś takie pudełeczko. No i na pewno będzie łatwiej, jeżeli już mamy tam kamień. Ale tak naprawdę myślę, że przyczyna jest trochę głębsza. Po tym, jak zostanie tutaj rozegranych tych kilka ruchów, bardzo częstą kontynuacją czarnych jest pchnięcie. Albo w tym wariancie, albo też w wariancie nie z wydłużką, a z kosumi. Też pchnięcie. Też można uderzyć. I tak samo pchnięcie. Bardzo dobry ruch. I po tym pchnięciu, jeśli białe nie chcą uzyskać złego rezultatu, to w zasadzie muszą grać Hanę. Wydłużenie jest trochę słabowite. Czarnemu bardzo zależy na uzyskaniu tego kamienia w A i uzyskują go w centę. Po takiej wymianie kształt czarnego jest znacznie mocniejszy. Tutaj agi cięcia praktycznie znika po takiej wymianie. Także taka wymiana byłaby troszkę lepsza dla czarnych i czarne mogą być wtedy zadowolone. Natomiast białe mają silniejszą kontrę, czyli Hanę, po której czarne mogą rozpocząć walkę przy pomocy cięcia. No i właśnie w tej walce bardzo białemu pomoże kamień, który już stoi na bandzie. Czy to w tej, czy może po kosumi. Jeśli biały ma kamień na bandzie, to na pewno będzie łatwiej walczyć. Tutaj różne są warianty, na przykład tak. No i z kamieniem dodatkowym białe mogą sobie dobrze poradzić. Czarne zagrały bardziej tradycyjnie, zamiast pchać się rozszerzyły, co tutaj ma dodatkową funkcję, bo stawia jednocześnie hasami na tamto podejście białych. Także dobry ruch, no i białe wskakują do rogu. Najczęstszy ruch po hasami to wskok do rogu. I takie samo Joseki jak poprzednio. Białe dograły. Ta górna banda czarnego może jest troszkę przekoncentrowana. Znaczy ogólnie to Joseki samo w sobie jest przekoncentrowane. Tak samo jeszcze bardziej przekoncentrowane są białe w Joseki po lewej stronie, bo ten kamień jest jeszcze bliżej. No i tutaj problem polega na tym, z kolei na górnej bandzie, że nie ma zbyt dobrych perspektyw na rozwój potencjalnego mojo, dlatego że białe bardzo silnym kształtem spoglądają się od góry na tę pozycję czarnych. Także to trochę szkoda, no ale Joseki, wszystko Joseki i białe teraz dograły. Ja teraz jak patrzyłem na planszę, to sobie pomyślałem, Jak już czarne nawstawiały tam tyle kamieni, to fajnie byłoby jeszcze bardziej białego przekoncentrować, a to się robi przy pomocy cięcia. Bardzo znany ruch w tym kształcie i w tym momencie wielu graczy będzie mieć intuicję, żeby taki kamień po prostu złapać, bo to słynne tesuji, że można taki kamień przycisnąć z trzeciej linii do drugiej i zabrać mu oddechy, złapać go, ale to byłby dobry rezultat dla białego. Białe mogą dać atari, ale nie muszą. Pewnie lepiej byłoby już zagrać kejmę, grożąc złapaniem kamienia białych, albo troszkę z tym poczekać. Można po prostu zagrać gdzie indziej i w przyszłości może jeszcze jakiś inny ruch nam się przyda. To byłoby zadowalające dla białych, ponieważ po pierwsze białe dostaną jakiś kamień wsęty na zewnątrz, a po drugie znika agi w postaci cięcia. Normalnie nie należy grać tych wymian, bo one dają bardzo dużą siłę czarnemu. Ale w tym momencie, jak czarne mają tu jeden kamień, a tu jeszcze taką ściankę, to na pewno ta siła czarnemu po prostu nie jest potrzebna. I w takiej chwili czarne niestety nie odpowiedzą tutaj, tylko odpowiedzą od dołu. Wydłużymy, czarny znowu od dołu. No i w drabinkę to się czarnego akurat tu nie złapie. Można złapać w getę. No i tak można zagrać, tylko że niestety tym razem agi cięcia nie znika. Także no, ja pomyślałem, że może można, no ale też nie trzeba. Białe po prostu dograły, zamykając sobie bardzo duże terytorium na lewej bandzie. To bardzo zrozumiały ruch. Gdzie indziej można by zagrać na tej planszy. Na lewej bandzie, lewa banda nie jest tak ciekawa, bo tam białe mają żywą grupę. No a właśnie w tym miejscu białe mogą rozbudowywać swoje mojo i jednocześnie burzyć potencjał czarnych. Także bardzo dobry ruch. No to białe wchodzą na tę dolną bandę, no bo znowu dolna banda jest ciekawsza niż banda prawa. Banda prawa jest trochę węższa, no a poza tym białe mają taką niską, spłaszczoną pozycję żywej grupy tam. No a właśnie, a na dole czarne mogą rozbudowywać mojo. Także poprawnie białe zagrały, czarne od drugiej strony, zrozumiały ruch. Gdyby czarne były tutaj zmuszone do jakiejś tego typu odpowiedzi, to białe by się cieszyły z uzyskania siły, no a tam nadal zostałaby słabość w kształcie czarnych. Także hasami jak najbardziej poprawne i białe grają też teraz słynną kombinację, jak się kontynuuje po tym ruchu. Po tym ruchu można czarnego uderzyć i przeciąć i w tym momencie czarne nie mogą złapać tego kamienia białych w drabinkę ani w tę stronę, ani w tamtą stronę. Jeśli czarne się wydłużą, to białe złapią ten kamień czarnych. No i no właśnie, czarne w zasadzie, jeżeli czarne spróbują przyciskać białego do bandy, to pewnie białe po prostu oddadzą kamień i się zadowolą rozcięciem czarnych. Także czarne nie mają za dużo wyboru, muszą dać białemu przeżyć w rogu, uzyskując siłę na zewnątrz. To jest Joseki. Zazwyczaj, jak mi się zdarzało grać to Joseki, to sztuczna inteligencja je krytykowała, że za duża jest ta siła dla czarnego na zewnątrz, a tutaj akurat nie krytykuje. Dlaczego tutaj nie krytykuje dla białego tego Joseki, a zazwyczaj krytykuje? Może dlatego, że ogólnie ta plansza jest taka dość nudna i nie bardzo wiadomo, co tu jeszcze innego można grać. A tak przeżywamy sobie w narożniku, zabieramy dużo punktów czarnemu. Można się też tutaj wydłużyć. To są dwa ruchy i oba są Joseki. Czy tak, czy tak. Co tu czarne zagrają? Mogą dać atari, ale tak czy siak muszą się wrócić, a białe sobie przeżywają. A tak to przeżywają w trochę innym kształcie. Trudno ocenić, który z tych wariantów jest lepszy dla białych. Czarne połączyły, rzeczywiście jest to ruch potrzebny. Jeżeli tego nie zrobią, to nagle czarnemu pojawi się słaba grupa na prawej bandzie. Czarne złączyły, no i co dalej? No jest mojo białego, banda białego lewa, banda czarnego dolna. Myślałem, że może warto grać gdzieś na styku tych dwóch band, na przykład tu, ale może czarne by to skontrowały, próbując być jeszcze wyżej, bo też czarne nie boją się białego wpuścić. Bo takie wpuszczenie białego na tę dolną bandę nie jest aż tak perspektywiczne dla białych. Tam owszem, białe mogą 15 punktów zburzyć, ale niczego nie atakują, bo i po jednej, i po drugiej stronie są silne, żywe grupy czarnych. Także białe poszły dalej. Ciekawe. Teraz, jeżeli czarne spróbują nadal bronić swojej części planszy, no to już będą oddawać białemu znacznie więcej niż w tamtym wariancie. Czy można na to pójść? W sumie trudno to ocenić. Dlatego, że jeśli białe teraz tu, czarne tam, czarne też dużo biorą. Ale białe, no, tą ścianą też dodają sobie tutaj z 15 pewnych punktów i co więcej, zalepiają taką dziurę w tej bandzie, która tam jednak było, nie było, jest. Czarne zdecydowały się na ruch z drugiej strony, który atakuje biały kamień, no ale jak na złość nic nie atakuje na lewej bandzie, no bo na lewej bandzie białe są potwornie silne. Czy to znaczy, że lepiej zagrać tutaj? No nie wiem, czy to wystarczający argument. Ten ruch wygląda bardzo poprawnie, no ale białe wskakują z kolei na dół i też są zadowolone. Ciekawy pip czarnych. Dziwny, ale nie boimy się tego, że ta siła białemu coś da, bo my po tej drugiej stronie też jesteśmy silni. Spodziewaliśmy się, że białe odpowiedzą, a białe odpowiedziały inaczej i tu Olesia kontynuowała pustym trójkątem, zapewne obawiając się takiej kombinacji czarnych. No ale to teraz można zagrać ten pusty trójkąt i tak białe raczej nie pozwolą się odciąć, tylko zagrają tu, no a wtedy to nic nie zmienia, czy zagramy ten pusty trójkąt teraz, czy potem, no bo w tej chwili też, jeśli białe bardzo chcą, to mogą zagrać tę kombinację, tylko że nie chcą, bo po co grać taką kombinację? I tak czarne tam w narożniku żyją. Lokalnie żyją. No dobrze. No, także to zły kształt Olesia zagrała i zalepiła też punkt cięcia białemu, więc to musiał się Cezary ucieszyć. Na pewno cieszy się, że nie łączył się po prostu, no bo teraz ta wymiana 2-3 jest bardzo dobra dla białych. No i czarne atakują od góry. No zrozumiałe, tak się zazwyczaj atakuje grupy od góry. Natomiast ta plansza jest trochę dziwna, bo tutaj nie ma nic słabego gdzie indziej, żadnych słabych grup, wszystko jest potwornie silne. No a też trudno jest budować dużo na zewnątrz, w centrum, bo i czarne są silne w centrum, i białe są silne w centrum. I w tym momencie centrum trochę traci na wartości i za to branie punktów na bandzie na wartości zyskuje. No bo jak nigdzie się nie da wziąć punktów, no to bierzmy przynajmniej tam, gdzie się da. Tak samo jak wcześniej białe stworzyły sobie punkty w narożniku. No białe by wyskoczyły i gra by się dalej toczyła. Nadal białe nie są połączone ze swoimi pozostałymi kamieniami. No a ten ruch no jednak zabrał białemu bazę, więc białe teraz muszą uciekać i marzenie czarnego jest takie, że czarne uzyskają siłę, która pozwoli wskakiwać w dziurę. Czy się uda, czy się nie uda, nie wiadomo. Także tak, zazwyczaj jak mamy do czynienia ze słabymi grupami, najpierw próbujemy je otoczyć. Ale są wyjątki od tej reguły, czasami lepiej zabrać bazę. Teraz tak, białe spróbowały wyjść, sobie troszkę wyszły i czarne nadal od zewnątrz. Nadal nie przyszło czarnym na myśl, żeby po prostu wziąć punkty i dać białemu się wymsknąć. Czarne od zewnątrz, no i teraz białe bardzo sprytnie postanowiły zagrozić dwóm kamieniom czarnego. Czarne się wprawdzie wyślizgnęły, ale białe nagle wzięły bandę. I to białe mają punkty tam, gdzie punkty mogły mieć czarne. A gdzie czarne będą miały punkty? No gdzie jeszcze można mieć punkty? Na tej bandzie? No na tej bandzie trochę trudno tworzyć punkty, tam jest słabość, też od góry troszkę spogląda biały. Na górnej bandzie trochę można stworzyć, ale też to jest trochę otwarte z drugiej strony. No właśnie, także biały tutaj niewątpliwy sukces uzyskał. No bo co, czarny skończył z takim słabym kształtem. No i zyskał trochę siły na zewnątrz. Natomiast w tym momencie czarny miał inną możliwość. No bo jeśli mamy do wyboru, czy dać się białemu połączyć z góry czy z dołu, no to prawda, że zazwyczaj wolimy, żeby białe się połączyły z dołu, a my bierzemy górę, my bierzemy wpływ. No ale na tej planszy no to żaden to wpływ dla czarnego łączyć się tam. Można zejść. Jak białe przetną, my się połączymy i już, bardzo fajnie. Białe muszą dograć i my może zagramy tu. Nadal białe nie mają tutaj życia. Muszą dalej uciekać. No i tym razem to my mamy 5 punktów na bandzie, a nie białe. To jednak duża różnica. Jeśli białe zagrają tutaj z kolei, no to wtedy poświęcimy 2 kamienie i dostaniemy i dół, i górę, więc jeszcze lepiej. I też możemy lokalnie białego zabić, jeśli zechcemy. Jeśli przyjdzie nam na to ochota. Białe tutaj mają nieoczekiwaną kontrę, bo mogą jednak zablokować. Czarne miałyby nadzieję, że teraz się połączą i białe będą rozdzielone, ale białe wówczas mogą schwytać czarnego w taką getę. I tu wygląda na to, że białe wygrywają jeden oddech. Także akurat jednak tak zagrać nie można. No ale to inny plan. Tygrysia paszcza. Jak białe tu, no to samo co w tamtym wariancie, tylko jeszcze w lepszym kształcie. Jak białe tu, no to wygląda trochę gorzej, bo teraz czy da się połączyć? No da się połączyć, bo przecież białe nie mogą sobie pozwolić na rozcinanie czarnego, więc białe tak czy siak muszą dograć na zewnątrz, a my się łączymy i znowu białe lokalnie nie mają jeszcze życia, to znaczy czarne mogą to życie białemu zabrać. No a najważniejsze, że póki co zyskaliśmy 8 punktów na dolnej bandzie, a nie białe zyskały punkty na bandzie, no i my mamy sobie sentę. Także tak było najlepiej zagrać. Najlepszym ruchem była ta tygrysia paszcza. A to duży błąd i kolejny ruch też błąd, bo teraz czarne musiały się wrócić. Natomiast jeśli by nic nie grały, to nie musiałyby się wrócić, bo w tej chwili czarne są nierozcinalne. Powinny być nierozcinalne. Jeśli białe spróbują tam czarnego rozciąć, no to ciach, te kamienie zginą. A czarne tutaj, próbując zabierać bazę białemu, wzmocniły białemu kształt, znikły tutaj problemy z oddechami białego, więc czarne muszą się wrócić, a białe tak czy siak mogą bez problemu dożyć jednym ruchem. Ten ruch jest najlepszy? No pewnie jest najlepszy. Pewnie tak. Ale mogą też wychodzić na zewnątrz, rozdzielając przy okazji czarnego. Także no, można to było zostawić już w tej chwili. To nie dostawialibyśmy białemu tutaj kamienia. I no, pewnie tu. Pewnie na bandzie się rozszerzyć. Chociaż tak naprawdę nie. Tak naprawdę nie. Lepiej wskoczyć. Bo to jest to, gdzie możemy jeszcze zachachmęcić. Spójrzmy, że na lewej bandzie też to jest takie nasze półsente. W wielu przypadkach białe chciałyby odpowiedzieć, ale jednak po tej wymianie grupa białego nie jest całkiem jeszcze bezpieczna, więc dobrze jednak rozdzielić białego na tej lewej bandzie i zainwadować póki jeszcze można. No a czarne nie zdążyły zainwadować. Tu białe wyszły po takiej nieoczekiwanej wymianie, białe wyszły, czarne próbują coś budować, białe całkowicie już wyszły. No i właśnie, teraz w zasadzie wypadałoby dograć, białe też mogą dograć i gra się powoli zamyka. Powoli zamykają się wszystkie otwarte miejsca, no i pytanie, kto ma przewagę. Biały ma tak, 35 punktów, 40, 42, 47, no i tutaj 8, czyli 55, 65, komi. To ponad 70 punktów mają białe, a czarne, no właśnie z czarnym tak trochę gorzej to wygląda. Tutaj białe mają ruch w sentę, czyli czarne mogą liczyć może na 10, 20. To joseki w prawym górnym strasznie nieprzyjemne dla czarnego, Tak, to prawda, uprzykrza budowanie. Bardzo trudno jest teraz budować właśnie tam pudełko, jak tam stoi taka silna grupa. No i właśnie tutaj powiedzmy 20 punktów czarne mogą sobie stworzyć. Jeszcze tu to 35, 45, 55, no może z 60, ale białe mają 70. Czyli czarne muszą jeszcze gdzieś wyczarować 10 punktów. A jeszcze, jeżeli czarne teraz grają w 3, to następny ruch jest białego. Więc białe mogą wziąć pod kontrolę środek planszy. No i no nie da się nagle znikąd wyczarować 10 punktów. No, gra jest w zasadzie przegrana, jeśli teraz tak się zamkną te terytoria. Niesamowite, jak szybko nagle gra się zamyka. No, można nie łapać tych dwóch kamieni, tylko znowu spróbować inwadować. Ale teraz jest znacznie trudniej, bo tym razem białe już mają kamienie na zewnątrz. Można było inwadować zanim daliśmy białemu tamte kamienie, czyli w tej chwili. Teraz inwadować trudno. Bo jak zainwadujemy, no to białe tu nas przyatakują, tu nas odetną, nagle mamy dwa problemy. No ale byłby w tym planie duch walki na pewno, natomiast Olesja tutaj przykryła białego, co jest, jeśli chodzi o kształt, bardzo poprawnym ruchem, bardzo dobrym rozegraniem. Zamknęliśmy białego, przy okazji sobie tutaj ubezpieczyliśmy tam kilkanaście punktów, tylko ta ściana, co ona nam daje? Ona nam tutaj za wiele nie da, bo białe mają silną grupę na zewnątrz. Także w zasadzie po tym, jak białe wyszły i czarne nie zdążyły zainwadować, już tutaj powoli nie ma miejsca na wygranie gry. No i właśnie, białe teraz wyszły tymi swoimi kamieniami. Tutaj ciekawostka, że można złapać dwa tnące kamienie białego przy pomocy tego Tysudzi, ale Czarek się tego nie bał, bo wówczas on dostaje ponnuki na zewnątrz i tak jest zadowolony z rezultatu. Więc czarne się wydłużyły, a teraz białe się zabezpieczyły. Czarne wskoczyły, ale tak w bardzo umiarkowany sposób. No i teraz białe powoli sobie wchodzą w teren, w potencjał czarnego. Czarne zamykają też dziwny wybór, no przynajmniej tu zagrać. Dlaczego tak? Tak jakby deklaracja zwycięstwa, że tutaj wzięcie tych 7 punktów, które i tak są praktycznie nasze, wystarczało do wygrania gry, ale zdecydowanie nie wystarcza. Myślę, że uderzenie w ramię albo taki ruch, no to jeszcze dają jakąś nadzieję, że tutaj odgryziemy duży kawałek planszy, choć też będzie trudno. Natomiast po tym ruchu białe po prostu zredukowały czarnego tu i jeszcze tym ruchem. No i już nie było gdzie wygrać tej partii i białe doprowadziły grę do końca z przewagą kilkunastu punktów. No i gdzie to tak wyszło? Gdzie to tak wyszło? W tym momencie to była równa gra, bo były tylko joseki rozegrane, no i żadnych dziwnych wyborów w kierunku gry też nie było. Natomiast to, że czarne tutaj nie stworzyły sobie punktów, gdzie mogły sobie stworzyć punkty, to pierwszy błąd. I drugi błąd, no właśnie, znowu była szansa stworzyć punkty, nie stworzyły. No i wreszcie trzeci błąd, że kiedy jeszcze było otwarte okienko nadziei, okienko na inwazję, czarne nie wskoczyły, nie zainwadowały. No i 10 ruchów później terytoria były już praktycznie zamknięte i nie było miejsca, żeby ukraść punkty białemu. Zauważmy, że biały skutecznie ukradł wszystkie punkty czarnym na dolnej bandzie. Cały ten potencjał czarnego znikł, zamienił się jedynie w taką siłę na zewnątrz. No jeśli czarne mają mieć szansę w tej grze, to muszą też same zacząć kraść punkty białemu. No dobrze, no i to tyle o tej partii. Ciekawie to się potoczyło i trochę nieoczekiwanie. Przejdziemy do następnej. And now we switch to English language. In this game, Milena took black, Higaki took white. This game was much different than the previous one, which we reviewed. It was absolutely crazy. It went back and forth from one player to another. Black chooses that old Joseki. It was played until the end. Old school Joseki. But that's not the best choice if we have stones on the side. Then it is recommended to counter pincer. Counter pincer is at the same time an extension from our little wall. Jump, jump, play like this. This is the best way. And if we go this way, white made a strong group. We lost a chance to build points on the side, and we can potentially still push white down and connect the line of stones, but the problem is that the line is still breakable on the other side. And that's a lot of points for white, or a broken wall for black. So it's reasonable for black to protect, but then white splits black's shape, and now white is really happy with the Joseki choice with this attachment at A, and then black's extension at B is actually heavy. So if you imagine that this Joseki was played first, and then black entered white's area with that approach, and white kicked at A, for sure black wouldn't extend at B. Let white play C. For sure, black would instead play the famous knight's move at D, a light play. Like this, black is heavy. The Joseki choices of black don't fit well together. Black jumps out, but usually if we jump out to space from these two stones, because these two stones are in fact three. We have such an exchange for free. We can do it and we don't lose any agi in the corner, or like there is not much agi in white's corner. Black can also play this way. So black is reluctant to play such a slow move, a tiger's mouth, while we can play a further move, a knight's move. Or black can also attach, also a well-known move, and then continue with the same play, just with the AB exchange, which is difficult for white to break, because this way white cannot break it, and the other way white also cannot break it because of that agi. That pinch of black. Yeah. So this is the well-known way, and the jump is a bit slack. I don't understand why white answered. It's more important to split black. Also ensure that our group don't get into trouble, because if that group is enclosed, it might be in trouble. And we have nothing to worry about on this page. Should have black play before Katatsuki in the left side, Joseki, Suberi first. Before Katatsuki in the left side, Joseki, Suberi. Suberi is Japanese for descend, isn't it? Right? And what is Katatsuki? I actually don't know this Japanese term. Is Katatsuki the shoulder hit? Probably it's shoulder hit, right? So before, what do you mean? Suberi, which Suberi? This is Gote. This is Gote. So too small continuation. I don't know what else you can mean. B16. B16. Suberi is a slide. I see. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, Sagari is descent, of course. Yeah, so this is a difficult question because the the human the human theory always of this Joseki always was that you should not play that, because then if you go into that Joseki and white cuts you, then this is a terrible Ajikeshi. Like this black is dead. Generally, the slide into white's corner makes black's stone heavier. So now we cannot afford losing it. Maybe white can go even now trying to cut off that stone, right? Might be. Though it becomes a difficult capturing race. But on the other hand, well, yeah, if black connects now, then no problem. We just made an exchange. So, in general, it's risky, but if you know what you're doing, you can do it. If now you connect your shape, I think it's all right. But interesting thing is that actually AI often recommends this slide. But I am not sure. I am not sure enough now. Maybe it recommends it to then play from the other side. But still, black became more heavy. So now black needs to understand what it means, that he cannot really afford losing that group. He needs to jump from it. It was a basic Joseki once. Maybe it was a basic Joseki even before my times when I learned Joseki. All right. Now, black goes and tries to enclose white. And this is reasonable, this is correct. Though maybe we should use a different move. For example, this one. We need to ensure that white doesn't manage to go out. White tried though, and it seems white is enclosed because now white was forced into playing this annoying shape, double empty triangle. White had no choice. If white tries this one, then, well, black will squeeze white and then go through. But this is actually a good move, and black is left with 2 cutting points. So what can black do? Black played exchanges, but then anyway, black thought that, well, there are two cutting points and I can protect only one, so black chose the outer one and let white get a big territory. This is a good result for white, capturing so many stones. So black had also another choice. Black could bump here, creating a bamboo, and then go out this way, or maybe first here. And well, black is out. Of course, there is a weakness on the outside, but I don't think we are going to die. And if we don't die, we should play this way. Milena probably read this variation and she felt unsure about it. It's not clear. It's not clear. But if we don't die here, then we should play this way. It would be a difficult fight though, so Milena chose a peaceful option. But then our plan failed. We were supposed to enclose white, and well, we enclosed, but white also enclosed us, getting 20 points on the side almost. So that's unfortunate. And that's why I think that Black should have chosen a different move, or maybe play an attachment to get strength first, then play here. This was a success for white. This was an interesting moment, by the way, because Higaki gave black an interesting choice. Now black can go through and Atari, and who knows who wins this fight. But black didn't decide on that. Black connected, white went down, and black extended on the side. All right, fair, well played. White approaches the corner. Pincer makes sense, of course. This is an interesting move. Well, black just answered and then continued the Joseki. Well, I think well played. If black continues now, white will be very happy to get such strength. Black can also play calmly, but then anyway needs to continue the Joseki. So yeah, so black now goes out. Now the Joseki is here. I mean locally, if we just look at this part of the board. But right next to this part of the board, there are 3 additional stones, which change a lot, of course. So we can use, we can choose a move which is not really a Joseki, which is an inferior result for black normally, but with those additional stones, white cannot continue in the normal way because we will just split white and white is in a deep trouble. So white needs to connect with a knight's move, but this is also not a perfect connection. Still, there is a little trouble in white's shape. So black can actually play this way. But instead, black chose the normal Joseki, creating a wall. Descend, yes, descend is a Joseki move with a big continuation, and often white adds a move, but white didn't. And here a very strange thing has happened. I don't understand. Black peeped against 2 cutting points and then didn't continue to cut. Maybe he was afraid that white just sacrifices. How to sacrifice? Maybe this. And later a descend will be a great move. But then black goes up and white connects. And then why do you play and let your opponent connect all their cutting points? The proverb is not to peep on a cutting point. So if you don't want to cut, then just play from the other side. Why not? What is against that play? This is a very good play by black. But also, why don't you cut? Why not? If white connects, then you can also follow from the other side if you are afraid of making fight. And what else can white do? Koi is not an option because black just goes up and white can never win this call, never can get a good result on this call. Going from above is also not a good option for white. So this is a completely not understandable move. Why did black let white connect everything? Only explanation I can think of is that black is trying to kill white's group as a whole, but this is very unreasonable, or maybe it was a misclick. Then white captures this stone. Well, yeah, now this move doesn't work so great. Maybe we should just connect underneath. And well, black tried to put pressure on white's group. Maybe white doesn't need to save the 4 stones. Maybe white can just jump out. Let black eat them, just for the sake of safety. But white goes out, and well, in the game white managed to get out. Now already white has certainly space for making ice or for running further. White went in, and then we all expected black to Atari connect, and well, we lost our potential on the bottom side. but we got a potential on the right side, so it's all right. It's all right unless white can give us a hard time going out with this stone, but I think it's not really an issue for black because white is still not safe. So if black goes like this, then the whole dragon of white is in trouble. But for some reason, black played from the other side, and then black's shape became very weak. White managed to go through like this, but white could also play for more, go this way, and if black bumps, then white's continuation is very strong, capturing black's group. So black has, I think, no choice but to play this one. But then it again looks very scary for black. Again, I am not sure if black can save both these stones and those. So this was a good move by white. But in the game, white attaches, maybe trying to enforce that squeeze, but black very smartly just went out and continues building potential in the center. And now white has a worse position trying to enclose black. Black managed to go out. And white added a move. Makes sense to have something out of all that fight. If white doesn't, then black is very satisfied with what happened. Now probably white needs to go back. Or maybe not, but still, later this will be center. But now, suddenly white's group has very, very big problem. Black could have started from peeping on the bottom potential eye and then destroy eyes on the outside, and white will probably die. Black didn't do it because black figured that white cannot create an eye here. Because actually, black can play like this and this, and it seems it's not an eye. But it's not very clear since white has such a move. If black goes this way, then white can actually capture black. If black goes this way, how is it? Can white start from this move? Then connect. And the eye is created. So in fact, there is a possibility to create an eye if white starts from that tesuji, wedge tesuji. So that's why black should have played this move by herself. But black played from the outside. Now white tries to make an eye. But in a few moves, apparently there are no two eyes. And white seems dead. Of course, it's a difficult fight. White has many possibilities. White can go out with this move, with such a combination. Maybe white can start from a move like that. But all in all, white has only one eye. On the bottom, there is no eye. So it seems that the game should end soon. Unless white can somehow manage to either kill this group or those 4 stones. Which looks a bit not realistic, but who knows. White tries to enclose black, and black should have gone out. Now white cannot save both this and this group of stones, chain of stones, and such a net doesn't work. But before playing so, black decided to threaten making an eye in center and only then going out. Very smart idea, to profit before we answer opponent's move. But first of all, it's not needed if we just win the game by killing a huge group of the opponent. Second of all, unfortunately here, Milena missed that brilliant combination, gave white this move, and suddenly white lived. The game should have been finished by now, but no, it's not finished. And then white is good. White lived, and well, white also managed to break into black's area on the right side. White has already a lot of points. We can count 20 here for Sons of Black, for Sons of White. So it's 20 plus 3 plus 7. So it's 50. 30, 37. Plus here 3. So it's already 40, 45. And on the other side, white has 11. So white has 56 for sure, potential there. Black has very few points on the board, but of course a lot of potential. However, if we count how much black can gain in the center, then it will become more or less clear that white should have an advantage if white just crawls this way. Though there is also another important move which should be played, and AI all the time shouted here that both players should play it. Namely, black has a center combination here. And it's very important for white to play it also, because it blocks black from creating many points on the side. And also it has an amazing continuation, trying to enclose black's groups and save white's 5 stones by attacking and maybe killing black's big dragon. If we can get such an exchange, then for sure white has a very easy win just by taking points and giving black the whole center. But white tries to go out, and again we see a strange move, going out with a tiger's mouth, because white has this stone in center. So it is like if white played this and then this. Why? Why don't we jump? Of course we should start with that center move, shape move, and then jump further. Now black played this exchange, and the fight continued, and there was a lot of things happening in the fight. Black wanted to kill that chain of white stones, figuring that probably she's behind if she just lets white connect everything. And the fight was very fierce. Now black didn't want to connect, to not let white attack that big group. And a little exchange has happened. Now black connected all the stones. White went into black's area, luckily. And again, if white just plays here and finishes the game, white still has an advantage, because, well, still we can create something in the corner, and if black plays in the corner, then we can continue here. But white played this move, and this is of course silly if black can do this. So still white didn't realize how important that reverse center move is. Reverse center move, and then black captured all white stones by playing these center exchanges. So this was silly by white, but then white continues, and here we had a beautiful tesuji of white missed by white. So white managed to cut black's group. Maybe black should have rather continued this way. Yeah, white could have played here, and now the cut doesn't work. And Atari also shouldn't kill white, because white can crawl forever. And black is dead, and white wins the game by killing a big group of black. But instead white went down and died, which is unfortunate. And then suddenly the game became very close. So from now on, we had a long end game. Here also Milena missed, unfortunately, a basic way of killing a group. So she can play like this, and usually you would have continued from this side and let white live with a few points. Still might be better than the game. But if you are very strong on the outside, then you can also play from the other side, white descends, and you get enclosed in the corner, but now you can just create the second eye in the corner, and white cannot create two eyes on the outside. Or, you should probably start with this, and then two eyes in the corner. It's not completely two eyes. Aha. All right, I see that it's not really obvious. The cut works, but maybe white can make a center exchange first. No, it's actually not center. So yeah, black could clearly live there and kill white. But black let white live. Now black jumps into the corner. That's black's privilege. But white very correctly answers from the outside, connecting to the outside group. And as I said, from now on it was a long endgame. Can't white afford? Okay, this is cent again, so maybe white could have played it. But how big is it? 4 points in center. Now black lost center to play it. Yeah, maybe white should have done it. And yes, from now on we had a long endgame, and after such a crazy game, it was 1.5 point for white. Amazing how it finished, and actually probably the losing move was this one then, because this is 2 points in reverse center. If white plays here, then black will need to play both at A and B. But this is just 1 point in black center. And white center is more center than black center, because now if black goes here, white connects, black continues, and black's group is bigger than white's. 5, 10, 15, 20 stones, so 40, 45, 47, 51 points, and white's group is 5, 10, 15, well, maybe 40 points. All right, it's difficult, but Milena didn't want to go for that exchange. Yeah, so she should have played here. If white goes there, well, maybe it would be still a half pointer for white, but who knows. Anyway, that's how the game finished. Amazing fighting, and we will move to the last game from Group A, from round 2. In this game, Robin played black, Warren took white. It all started from an old school Joseki. This pincer on black's group, very interesting move. Indeed, white doesn't have to push, which is also a Joseki, by the way, to just play like this. But you can also create another group. Black went out, white took the corner. All looks like it's played correctly. Then black pincered white stone, and white can try to go out, attacking black's group, but white decided to play calmly, and then black didn't wait more and just took a lot of points by capturing white stone. Then white continued, also reasonable, but it might make sense to play a pincer, because there is an agi of that stone, and like this we are trying to erase the agi in a natural fashion. But in the game, the agi is still there, and black used it with this attachment. Now, for example, if white plays from this side, the cut will be very painful. Of course, white can play from the other side, trying to split black stones, but the cut is still there, and white fixed the shape, and black also fixed the shape, and it's a fair result. White went into the corner, Joseki. Black approaches from the other side. It's a very interesting question. Now that we have a stone here, what is the use against white's corner? So if we look at the basic variations in the corner, then, well, if white descends, the stone at G2 doesn't help to create any agi in the corner, but of course black's group is already strong, so black is happy with this variation. Now it doesn't make sense for white to descend because there is nothing to attack on the right side and no jump into g2. So for sure white will not answer from this side, white will answer from the other side, which is usually not played, but now it will be played. And now black can connect. So usually white can split black either like this, now it doesn't work, or like, or, sorry, white usually splits like this, but now it doesn't work thanks to g2. Or like that, but now it also doesn't work because black can descend and g2 again helps. So black can steal white's corner. But is it profitable enough? White can also play from the other side, maybe like this. And well, the side is also big, so black can jump into the corner, but it might be more active to play from the other side and try to attack the corner. That's what black played. And now white can actually descend and fix problems with the corner or play here. But then the agi will be still there. Actually, black can start from this move. Okay, if black wants to jump in, then better to jump in like that. But after white played the move, already no jump in possible. All right, so black will probably just play elsewhere. Or white descends, and then black can still go slide. So in the game, white played from the other side, black slided. And now the problem in white's shape is that white cannot really block black well from that side because there is a trouble in the shape. From the other side because of the same reason. And there is a tsuji of whites, but it doesn't work so great because of the agi in the corner. So that's how this move would have made a difference. Now it's possible to go from above and still secure 10 points in the corner, 11. If white pincers, then white is basically forced to play this nice shape, which doesn't give many points at all. Black goes out, white takes points, makes sense because it also makes sure the group is safe. Actually, sometimes this peep is played to avoid losing the stone. Black took away white's points, also taking away white's base. Now white is not very, very safe yet. White puts pressure on black, and now black lost some agi. And black lost some agi which existed in white's shape. Black could have used that move. If white plays from this side, then it's much better than the actual game. But after this, white takes a big territory and white gets stronger. And black's move doesn't give black much power because still the cut is not much interesting as black himself is still cut. So black pushes from the outside, but then it was better to push before destroying the agi. Here, an interesting exchange happened. White peeped, hoping that black agrees. This is reasonable to peep because white is not afraid of strengthening black towards the other side, as the other side is strong enough. But black ignored. But black is still not connected. White tries to split black. And then I didn't understand what happened. White played that move. Why not something more normal looking? Okay, here still white needs to go back. There is a problem in white's shape. Maybe better this way. Still there is a cutting point. But actually this cutting point is not an issue. Now there is no cut. So maybe this would be a normal way, but white played a very unusual shape, played this move which doesn't threaten to cut anything, just lost a liberty. Black connected everything. So yeah, white just played a few dummy points and black connected everything. Well, it was better probably to play here or just to answer to black's push. Maybe when white was not answering to black's push, white didn't realize that soon there will be a problem with that group. So now white still cuts, still manages to put pressure on the left side group of black, but black can cut here. And what can white do? If white goes out, maybe white can go out, but the group in the corner will die. Black is already alive on the bottom, or like almost alive there, having a lot of liberties and the possibility of going out. So this is not playable for white. And if white goes from the outside, tries to squeeze black, black can go out. And this is the same as the previous variation. White will die in the corner. And this one means that white dies with many stones. And still is cut on the outside. So instead, white is forced to just push, or maybe better to connect. Actually, this is not possible. So black captures a lot of white stones and takes center. This would be a good result for black, no doubt. But white played a double peep, which is similar to the move from the previous game of Milena. This double peep, and why not cut? Why not cut? So Robin made such a mistake in this game twice. That he had a variation which was giving him a lot, but instead he chose a much more moderate variation and took much less. Now white's group is much stronger, and black takes at least 6 points less. And now white also has center, white can add a move. So how is this variation? Maybe Robin was anyway satisfied because he captured white stones. White put all those stones and then died with them. 12 points for black, great. But white got another move on the outside, and this is a thin group. So actually it's not really a success for black. It would have been had black cut. But black unfortunately didn't. And then, well, probably it's an even position. Black continues, white goes from above. As I commented in Cesare's game, it makes sense to attach from above if we already have a stone here, and here we have even such a strength, so it makes sense to build a wall towards this side because there is also an agi. There is a weakness in our shape. So we want to get rid of that weakness, and we can get rid of that weakness if we build such a wall. If we, I don't know, answered with such a move instead, then black can pull out the stones. We want to erase the weakness in a natural way. So maybe it's also playable for now to not follow the Joseki, but to just create a huge wall. And maybe now play here. Or if black goes in, well, probably it's bigger to answer. Maybe now black goes here, white goes there. I think it also looks playable. White answered, now black tries to pull out the stones, but now it's a bit difficult because white already has supporting stones. So I was actually expecting that maybe black should pull out the stones immediately. But white has this good move, and then, well, the fight is difficult for black, and white already took 13 points. So also the stakes are not high for the fight. Black tries to go out. Actually, what if black tries something like this? Tries to be a bit more flexible. If white plays there, then it will be easier to fight. And if white, I don't know, plays Hane, tries to fight, then, well, who knows how it will be. Then it might be better. But in the game, white just split black, and this erase the weakness. So this is very important strategic gain for white. Now these stones are completely safe. Yeah. Maybe black should have still tried to save the stones if there is a chance to live on the side. Is there such a chance though? This is our center. If black plays like this, black looks dead. If black plays like that, black also looks dead. So maybe it's not possible. But if it's not possible, then it's all unfortunate for black. Cut. No. Play like this, but can white just connect? Actually, white can, yeah. So it seems not possible for black. Ah, I know. Now extend. If white goes here, black connects, and it's still unclear what will happen with the group, but probably it will find its way out or live. Yeah. And if now white cuts, now it's as bad as it was. Okay. So we can think a bit more, but probably black is in trouble. So black tries to sacrifice in a good fashion. All right, black built a group. White goes out. Nice move. And now again, black did a similar thing as on the bottom. Black just played slack. Just live. Just live. Just try to make ice with the group. Indeed, black very quickly makes ice with this move and that and that. Black should have no problem with living, though maybe it's not so clear. Yes, but why? Why would black need it? Black can just go out. And if, of course, it's better to go out. Still, it's possible to cut off the stone at B with the move at A. So it makes it has a big strategic value to go out. Moreover, if we are out, maybe one day this group might help us to cut off that group of white, which is still not alive. It's locally dead. This is a good question. Let's say black manages to surround the group. Can white live? If white plays this, black plays this. Of course, white starts with that because it's center, but then here there is no space for life. Famous shape. Here, no life either. And here also no life. Yes, so indeed white is a little bit endangered there. But then black just plays such a slow move. Maybe black was afraid of this peep, but this peep is not a problem. We have two ways of answering, this or that, and both are fine. Now white tried to secure the group a bit. Well, big move. This is also a big move. But actually there is also another big move. White now enclosed black, and this also gave white quite something because white did it in center and created that wall connecting the stone. So black could also play here as it creates a threat. And if black can get such an exchange, of course, black is very satisfied. Well, white will not do it. White will play elsewhere, but well, in the future, maybe one day black will cut it off. For now, no. For now, black will play big moves. So white enclosed black, and black lived with two eyes in Gotha. Yeah, because this move was answered with a cut. Yeah. So the game continues, and now black did something which looks a bit not understandable. Black cut off white and connected. So black cut off white in Gotha, but white is safe on the outside, and white just adds a move to be also safe in the corner. However, black had a plan. Now black attaches, and there is a problem with white's shape. Here a Tesuji, and if white plays this move to avoid the ko, black can actually set up a ko that way. But if so, then why didn't we do it earlier? Why didn't we do it now? Play this attachment. If white goes down, is this center for making life? Maybe it's not. No, it is, because black can cut off white's group. Right? I think so, yeah. So we could have gotten this exchange earlier, and then maybe even not make the second eye, but play this and see how it goes. And now that black played these moves, now is another opportunity to play that one and maybe avoid the need of making two eyes and splitting white with that move. So black again played a bit slow and only then pulls out the Tesuji. And now white missed a great chance. So the ko was set up, but now the correct move of white is to Tenuki. White doesn't need to play anything because it's still a ko. Still black needs to throw in to make it a ko. If black plays like this, it's still a ko, still a direct one. And black cannot make it even a non-direct ko. I mean, all right, maybe this is something like two-stage ko, but still black cannot. Is it a two-stage? No, it's not. If white wins it, white just plays here. Okay. White just plays. Okay, white now doesn't have a clean way. Yeah, so it's a two-stage ko, but it's still a ko, even if white plays elsewhere. So white could just play big moves and continue the game like if nothing happened on the left. And this was a mistake because the ko was still there. And then white played the threat, which is actually a good endgame move, and black answered in a bad way. So this is a famous Tesuji to steal black's base. And if we answer from above, then very often white continues this way. Now it's not possible because black has an additional stone. But also white can continue like in the game with the Hane, and black had no way to make the position clear, and white managed to capture that stone of black and 3 more stones. So it all went well for white. So if they play it against such a shape of ours, very often the correct way of answering is a move from below. Like this, no trouble. This is not possible for white. So a move from below saves us from trouble. It's also at the Ogema corner enclosure from Komoku. 3-4 and 6-3. If they attach, play any of the two such attachments, we always have a possibility of the outside Hane. Yeah. Black captured, white also took profit, black took profit on the left, and the game continues. But black again, sorry, here was the moment. Yes, here was the moment when black played again a bit too slack. Yes, black can capture 3 white stones and clarify the shape. Yes, today only Group A, and next week I think BC when they finish their round 2. But black could also go out. And now black can live in a much more comfortable fashion. And if white pushes again, then suddenly black captures white's group. So after the next push, white needs to go back, and now again, black plays from the outside, and white cannot do anything. So this was again much too slack by black. If black plays here, then the game is good for black. But in the game, maybe now still black can try to get into white's area a bit further, but in the game, basically white managed to get additional few points in the center, and this was enough for white to win the game. Now there was only endgame with one mistake by black. So here black tried to make a few points, white peeped, and black should have connected. Then there would be no problem, white takes only a few points there. But black tried to answer in a creative way, and white found a weakness in black's shape, and now black has a problem. So black needed to answer in a peaceful manner, and white went in very deep. Now black wasn't even able to block, so because of that combination, white won not by a few points, but by 7. So that's how it was, and the game finished here. Long game, and black had 2 good chances, or maybe 3, to get a very good position in this game, but he just missed. He just missed it by playing too slack, maybe being too satisfied with the position already. That's how it finished, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. We will see each other next week to comment on games from groups B and C. Bye bye.